Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Yay! Let's tune in to today. Beautiful, gorgeous, and yay! Right? That's how we are starting our day today. Yay! Because we can. Because we can. Yes, choosing the love. I hope you are well and good and enjoying life in all the moments that you can. Breathing deep in gratitude for your ability to direct your attention, right? This is a gift. Our freedom. Beautiful. It is our freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Beaudom. Freedom. Right? This is your free will, your freedom to choose. How gorgeous you are at any given moment, right? Through your frequency. I love this freedom. Yes. We'll take freedom and we'll roll with it. We'll fly so high up in the sky. So high I almost touch the sky. Thank you. Thank you. Thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings. You know that song? Fly. Okay. Inner abundance. Okay, freedom and inner abundance. Yes. This is the garden you tend. Your freedom garden. And it's gorgeous. Okay, number 3 for freedom. Yes. Okay, I felt like the Arcturians were like, what about us? They got stuff they want to talk about and add and confirm. Freedom, Las Vegas. Oh, Viva. Viva. I'm like, is that what it is? No, it's Viva. Okay, what are the Arcturians bringing in for us? Connected? Connected. You are connected, excuse me, to your divine within, to your divinity within. This is such a gorgeous card. Okay, so beautiful. the overflowing, the watering of your freedom garden. Gorgeous. Okay. Should we get a rune? Who's gonna come out to play? It is currently raining out. Thunderstorm and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Galileo Figaro, Magnifico. That song. But yes, there's been thunderstorms and lightning, and to some, very, very frightening. It's the great shift, the great cleanse, cleansing water, but also let's make sure there's a nice deep soaking, because we got a heat wave coming, and we want to make sure that the ground is saturated. Okay, when you live on a tiny little island, I guess it's big. When you live on an island full of trees, you want them to not be too dry when it's hot and, lightning. Okay. What do we got here? We got Perthro and Othala. Beautiful. Perthro speaks about initiation, stepping through a portal, right? Look at the sign. It's like an opening, a doorway that you pass through. Perthro speaks about making choices, moving through life, utilizing your free will, right? And Othala speaks about, what is it? Inheritance. What you do with what you have inherited, and what you leave for the next generation to inherit. Something about that, okay? And yeah, when you were embodying freedom and inner beauty and interconnectedness, right? Just regular connectedness. Oh, the connectedness is the connect. Yeah. Okay, omen, good omen, fate, the unknown, initiation, and the occult. Okay. Living between the known and the unknown, she counts prophecy as her domain. Cosmic and primal laws unfold before her, and she moves between their patterns, playing out her unique journey with the choices she makes of her own free will. Okay. Yes. It represents individual choice interacting with fate. Okay, that's what I was talking about. Choosing the love wherever you go. This is your utilizing of your will, right? Underlying joyfulness to this rune. It's a birthing rune. And a good omen if the outcome is yet unknown. Okay. So all those things, yes. Okay, and then home, inheritance, group prosperity, heritage, and the ancestors. Okay, Othala asks you to look at your place in time and space, both in the terms of inheritance coming to you and the inheritance you will leave behind. It calls for the wise management of resources. This is it, right? The mindfulness, mindful consumption, but also a mindful release, right? Like, you know, those people who are like, I don't need to research things that I buy off Amazon. I can just send it back if I don't want it. And it's like, oh my God, you know, how much energy? Or those people who are like, whatever, if it's covered in 7 years of plastic, I can just recycle it, right? Well, last I looked, there's no recycling facilities nearby, and so we're shipping, it's still out of sight, out of mind, and delusion, right? Mostly out of sight, out of mind. Okay, I don't know why we got there. We got there because of what we're leaving behind and our mindsets. You know, every time you out of sight, out of mind something like trash or garbage or whatever, trash or garbage, you know, which one? Pick one. It is like you are basically saying, we'll leave it for the other guy to figure out what they're going to do with, right? Okay. And this is about taking ownership and considering that the other guy is your child or your child's child, right? And you want to do for them now so that they don't have to do for you later, except living joyfully, gorgeously, abundantly, in peace, right? And prosperity, is that too much to ask? Come on, people. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Right now. What's that song? Smile on people now. Smile on your brother. Okay. Okay. What is this feel? If I want to heal, it is essential for me to feel I'm safe in my heart, feeling relaxed. Yes, you know, we avoid feelings because of overwhelm and the fear of, will it ever stop, right? If I open the floodgates, will I drown? And part of this healing journey is the healing, the sense of safety within. And so in those moments where you are feeling especially safe, allow yourself some time to feel it, to heal it. Because unprocessed emotions get passed on genetically. So you feel it now so that your predecessor doesn't have to, right? Like, I was an angry person, okay? I was only ever modeled anger as a acceptable means of showing emotion. Except it was only modeled to me. I wasn't personally allowed to be mad. There was always someone who had more to be mad about. And anytime there was a little bit of anger showing on my side, it was a trigger for the other to dominate with their more madness. They're more madness. But then when I set out into the world and didn't have someone to overpower my anger, there was a certain level of freedom to feel the anger, right? And then I realized that that wasn't right. So I started to go deeper and do the work, right? Because I didn't want to be an angry person. It was right around 2004 when I auditioned for a part in the local rendition of the Vagina Monologues. And I ended up getting the angry vagina. And you know what? It was on point. Okay, yes. And then I'm like, okay. People used to just call me angry. But this is all the things that we've gone through to transform, right? To become authentic. My anger was all of my emotions. Sadness, happiness, rage, disappointment, loneliness, fear, all of the things, right? This is the thing. People can only hold safe space externally in direct reflection to the safe spaces that they hold within. Did that make sense? And this is why it's important to be your own safe space, to push through, to be your own parent, nurturer, and wise one, right? And, you know, your inner child. Wanting to feel safe. And the environment that you need to feel safe in is within, right? Because no matter where you go, there you are, right? So if everywhere you go, it's safe within, you're safe. Okay, what do we got here? Yes. Okay, we've got you moving yourself out of and away from the things that didn't make you feel safe, right? It's the first part or part of the parts of creating safety for self. And in that safety is freedom. Let's get back there, right? It's part of the connectedness. You're connecting in with self. Every time you choose you, every time you go within, every time you feel it, you heal it, right? And this all contributes to your freedom. And the patience that you allow yourself, that you develop, that you nurture in your process, for your process, during your process, right? In becoming one authentically sitting in on their throne, right? Being intuitive, gorgeous, protected, safe space, right? It's like the equivalent of, because I always go to the samurai, the dedication to self, right? It's like someone walking down the street who's never been in a fight before, who is unaware of their own strength and power, and they're scared. They're walking in a dark alley and they're scared, right? There's so many unknowns and they're not prepared for any of them. Versus someone who has dedicated, studied, honed, defined, refined. They know their power. They know what they're capable of. And they're walking down the same alley. Very different head spaces moving through, right? One feels free. Because regardless, nothing is scarier than the integrated versions of shadow that you hold, that are a part of your wholeness as you move, right? As you walk. We've got the Temperance coming in, this earth angel who is tempering this being in this doing state, this masculine and feminine, this light and shadow, this balance, lots of pouring, because we've got the inner abundance pouring out, right? This connection, your connectedness. I just see the straight line from your higher soul chakra all the way through to your earth star chakra. This is your plug-in, your as above, so below, the heavens and the earth, right? This is your plug. And you in the center here. And you in the center. Okay. Making me think of Nuummite, okay? And how it allows open channel, chakra energy channels. Let's look it up. I brought it up a couple times, so I think it's time to get some clarity. Okay. Keywords: personal magic, the deep journey to the core of self, enhancing clairvoyance, attuning to the elemental forces, and achieving self-mastery. Okay, Nuummite. Sorry. Nuummite. Okay, Nuummite. It is found only in Greenland and is very ancient, about 3 billion years old. What? Isn't that crazy? We could just be holding something that's 3 billion years old. Wow! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, it's got the little flashing. Gorgeous. Okay. Let me see. Deepest aspects of the earth element. They draw upon the fiery energies of the earth's core and they offer us the gift of inner power. Beautiful. In regard to power, it is said that the difference between a tyrant and a magician is that a tyrant wants power over others, while the magician wishes for power only over themselves. In the great work of mystic realization, the magician makes much more progress than the tyrant. Nuummite is the stone of inner power, can be used as a stone of inner power, can be used on the magician's quest for self-mastery. Helps one to release energies trapped in the subconscious, parts of the self that have maybe been lost to fear, trauma, guilt, or shame. Can help one recall and release fixated energies from childhood, birth, or even past lives. A solid ally that reinforces one's courage and determination to do whatever inner work is necessary to be healed and whole. Beautiful. Can be used as a gazing stone to help one move into altered states of consciousness, enhance clairvoyance and intuition, learn the language of the body, and channel healing energies for oneself and others, attuning to elemental forces of the earth, increasing the frequency of synchronicities and good luck in one's life. We got lots of that. Facilitates one's efforts to transform ungrounded fantasy into magical reality. Okay, but where's the one that it says about? It allows one to bravely and honestly face the shadow self and find love in one's heart for those aspects of self that one has denied, vilified, or ignored. So it's good in helping with shadow work, shadow healing. Past and alternate lives. This is an ally to engage when one is truly ready to recognize, integrate, and love all aspects of oneself. So one may place oneself fully in service to the highest good. Beautiful. Okay. Offers clear vision of one's true nature. It assists in perceiving one's gifts, one's lessons, and one's power. It teaches self-responsibility and helps one eschew false humility. Denying one's gifts does no one any good. Nuummite gently reminds one of this and helps one identify and utilize the gifts one has acquired through one's soul journey. Nuummite helps to overcome the propensity to falsely claim powerlessness, confusion, and brokenness. It insists that one perceives one's abilities, lending confidence and honoring the creator through honoring oneself. It encourages one to accept oneself and to integrate the shadow so one may become whole and effective in bringing light to the world. Nuummite is not a strong healing stone, but it is excellent in assisting other healing stones. It can help one understand what parts of the self must be honored and integrated for healing to begin. It has a mildly calming effect on the nervous system and heart. The affirmation: I willingly go into the depths of myself to heal and recover what has been lost, and I achieve self-mastery in doing so. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Nuummite. Okay. And it works well with all the other things. Moldavite for transformation. Azeztulite for bringing more light into sometimes dark inner journeys. Liberian gold tektite for manifestation. Savorite garnet for prosperity. Seraphinite for healing, and amethyst when additional spiritual protection is needed. Other stones that work synergistically with Nuummite include labradorite, amazonite, sunstone, moonstone, scolasite, and naturalite. Okay, so there you go. It's a powerful stone for shamans who perform soul retrievals, as it assists in locating and integrating the aspects of self which have been separated from the whole. Okay, so lots of beautiful stuff there. This message brought to you by Nuummite. Okay, there we go. I feel like I Do we linger too long there? I don't know. I lost time. Okay, Nuummite. But if you feel called, if any of those details made you go, ooh, I should get some of that, check it out. Okay, it's spelt with 2 U's and 2 M's. Nuummite. What? Okay, what's this? Okay, so we've got, first and foremost, these 2 fallen on your temperance. Okay, so this is giving the indicator that this is a time for being. Okay, faith. Look, the postures of both, right? They both got the staff connected. This one is trusting the things happening behind the scenes. This one, this connectedness, right? With the intuition, with the earth. There's that soul star chakra to the earth star chakra, and this peaceful stillness, connectedness. Okay. And then this group of cards here with the Ace of Cups on top. So this is offers, opportunities, people, places, and things, great ideas, aha moments. This is the self-prophesizing reflection of, right? This is what is being offered to you as much as it is you that you are offering out, right? You are the overflowing cup that is receiving your gorgeous inner abundance overflowing into your physical world through your connectedness, right? Yes. Then we've got justice, okay? This is part of your justice, part of your gorgeous overflowing byproduct, that everywhere your liquid sunshine overflows, sprouts forth new blooms of gorgeousness. Okay, and it is flowing onto you being in your authenticity. What was that? What is that? Oh, there's a baby deer. Okay. Stuff's happening. Oh, you can't even see it. Okay, never mind. They're quick. The babies are quick. Okay. So we've got your beautiful justice, okay, as within, so without, as above, so below. There's mama. And what you give, you get back, right? Then we've got the 3 of Pentacles, your divine spirit team encouraging you to, oh my goodness, is mama pregnant again? We did. We did see a buck back there. I don't know. Are you getting prego vibes from mama? Kinda am. How many babies can they have, I wonder? All of them. All of the babies. Okay. So yeah, I guess the thunderstorm has passed. Poor little guys. Nature. Like, what the heck? Right? Okay. So we've got your divine spirit team cheering you on, right? So proud of you for the work that you're doing, for the love that you keep choosing, okay? And then we've got the Seven of Wands, the victory, you've got there. You're celebrated for getting there. And the justice, the things happening behind the scenes, right? This trust, look at all this patience. Trust the process. Trust the growth of all those gorgeous seeds that you planted in your fertile soil to do their thing. It seems like it was forever ago that I was planting my scarlet runner beans into the ground, and they're only just starting to show their scarlet blooms. They take as long as they take, right? Okay. Oh, the devil wants to come out and affect your faith, okay? So this is kind of, we may think that we're like wasting time or not doing anything. When you're holding faith, you're doing everything energetically, right? You are holding the love frequency, and there are forces that don't want you to, and they have many access points. Okay, so part of your connectedness, your overflow, your dedication, your authentic being and integration and balancing and all of the things is to find all those leaks. And that's the thing with an unintegrated shadow. You end up having double agents working inside of you, right? But when you are integrated, all your shadowy aspects are working for you. And so when external influence tries to niggle by approaching one of your shadowy aspects, they're about to get surprised, right? They're like, hey, dragon, help me take this soul down from the inside out. And the dragon's like, say that into my good ear, right? Say that into my good ear. Oh yeah, I got my dragon on today. And they're like, let's yum. Right? Yes. Okay. I'm also noticing that I did put justice leaning up against the dragon here. So the dragons are helping to the dragon versions of you, aspects of you, are serving and protecting, are burning away all the little inky slugs that try to find ins, right? Part of your freedom comes from your impenetrableness, right? You are a pillar of light, and you burn away all else with your cleansing heart fire. Yes. Cleansing heart fire. Beautiful confirmation. The end of the old and the beginning of the new. It's time to celebrate. This is the shift. This is the transformation. This is the initiation. This is the hope. Okay. Hope and faith are cousins. And they hang out together as the wheel turns and reveals which way to move. Right? You're trusting your intuition to lead and to guide you. You're trusting in your own ability to adapt and to flow. And you are following your intuition to a plethora. This reminds me many, I think I was like 14 or 15. And I was walking with a friend on a trail. And I don't know what it was that inspired it, but suddenly we just stepped off the trail and went like two bushes in. And there was like a secret berry patch. And it was massive. I remember there were so many berries. I remember being like, whoa, we just, stepped into a alternate realm, right, of abundance. And I feel like this is part of what your intuition is going to lead and guide you. That berry patch was two bushes away from public access. And it was, let's just say, intuitive guidance. Wait, we gotta go in here for a second, right? Okay, and then this one, the Empress. Beautiful. This is holding the love frequency. This is being balanced for love, because of love, by love, with love. Beautiful. Yes, the Empress births, brings, magnetizes, allows, ebbs and flows, and gorgeousness, and all the gorgeousnesses that are involved in all that. Okay. Dragon. So orange dragon wanted to come out. Where are you going? Where are you going, orange dragon? Oh, sitting right on top of the selenite. Okay. Okay, let's get some telepathy oracle cards. Even if you feel lost, there's always a way through the maze, okay? And it fell on top of the wheel, which in this case are the multiple directions that you can find yourself moving within towards. This is part of the faith, right? I could have over intellectualized. Why do I want to go two bushes over? That's weird. The pathway's this way, right? Is that into the unknown? Into the unknown, right? Perthrow, that space in between the known and unknown. Something about being guided and moving with your own free will, right? Okay, clump. We've got rekindle, surprise, Cupid, happy, and admiration. Okay, so there may be something there for you. Rekindle, surprise, Cupid, happy, admiration. This feels like unknown, right? The unknowns. The yet to be revealed. Well, the surprise and the Cupid. So something about love. But again, right? With this overflowing cup of love, you are magnetizing in with your Empressness reflections of your inner gorgeousness. And of course, it's going to look like love in all of its iterations. When you are overflowing love, you are nurturing and watering love blooms. And love blooms back to, right? Yes. Okay. Let's do love messages. Let's do love messages. Speaking of love, and then we'll close it out. Okay. Try not to do hours and hours every day. These ones? Okay, these ones. Let them love you. True love. Beautiful. True love starts within. That's your true connection. You're connecting into love and you're holding firm and embodying, radiating, infusing, and receiving. Beautiful. Trust the process. Yes. The unfolding, the balancing, the being, the patience, the growing, all of the things. Time to let it go. Whatever it is you're holding on tightly, it's time to let it go. If it's meant for you, it will come back for you. If it is not, you don't want to be holding on to something not for you. You will not be able to grab the things that are for you if your hands are full of stuff that's not, right? We've got shift your perspective, see the things from all the angles, and utilize your free will to choose gorgeously. Conscious breathing, make sure to take deep breaths, to meditate, to allow stillness, to allow clear connectedness. Perhaps it involves river magic, okay? Tap into the gorgeousness that is Mother Nature. Let her wash you, bathe you, enrobe you in her magic, right? For me, just hearing the water, the river, is magical. And then touching it, being in it, floating in it, observing it, smelling it, admiring it, in gratitude, empowering. Okay, all things are possible. Remember, and this is my personal favorite little mantra whenever my brain tries to argue, sorry about that, with the possibilities of things, I just end the argument with all things are possible. All things are possible. Period. Full stop. Okay? And then be grateful Be grateful that you are one who believes, holds the faith, and the love. Okay? Wow. Okay. Okay, so yes, this is what I got for you. There are lots of gorgeous things, okay? So when you are feeling a little heavy, dense, allowed any of those little nigglings, right? Cleanse yourself, adapt, shift, recognize, shine light upon the dark seepers. Look at it, pick it up, throw it out, bury it, give it love, right? Adapt and be in gratitude. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Yes. Love and appreciate you and hope to see you next time in another reading. Be your gorgeous, authentic self. Trust in your overflow. Trust in your inner shining externally. Be the love. Trust the process. And be gorgeous. Bye for now.